Welcome in, welcome back to the channel, guys. Real quick, guys, I got this caravan, this minivan, or this town and country, I don't know which one, but supposedly, guys, it's a recheck. Now, y'all know how I feel about rechecks, right? Y'all know how I am. Well, if you don't, for those that don't know, as far as recheck goes, if I worked on it, dadgummit, I want it back. I have no problem with that. I need to defuse the situation before it get out of control, if it ever get to that point. Now, I'm gonna go around the block real quick. Not even around the block, around the lot. But guys, rechecks around the shop, that's like you a scrub, you garbage, I can't believe this, it came right back. You know, we play like that as far as amongst ourselves. Okay, we do that in reality, it's not a playing matter. It's not, in fact, it's fairly serious, okay, because depending on what the situation is, you know, it could lead to actions. What actions, I'm not sure, but it could lead to that. So I take rechecks fairly serious. Okay, I've already instructed everybody, if a car come back saying same problem it was when they left, give it back to me, especially if I worked on it last. Only if I worked on it last. All right, that is the case with this one. Now, supposedly I overhauled the transmission back in January. Here we are now in July. We are in July. Now, a lot of things can happen between January and July. What is it, 6 months, 5, 6, 7 months, something like that? A lot of things can happen, okay? But because of the size of the job, and we're talking about transmission in particular, or even engines for that matter, customers do not forget that. Wait a minute, I got another transmission problem? I just had this transmission done 5 years ago. It doesn't matter, man, how long ago it was. Customers do not forget the large jobs, okay? And this was fairly a large job. I think I overhauled it, reconditioned it, removed it, cleaned it, replaced all the clutches that was needed and all the seals, torque converter. Complete overhaul. But now, and it's not even a shifting issue as far as recall. She complaining about leaks. She said that's a transmission fluid leak, okay? So guys, I'm inside the shop. What I'm gonna do is let this thing up in the air, and we gonna find out exactly what's going on. So don't go anywhere, man. Stay tuned, stay tight, hang tight. Let's get this thing in the air. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I have the car in the air. All right, let's take a look around. They said recheck on JT, simply because, well, he reconditioned it last. He worked on it last. And yes, I did. I can tell my seal anywhere. That is a JT seal. Now, as far as trans leak or red fluid leak, I don't see any leaks. But that doesn't mean there's not a leak. Okay, guys? Always look around, look the car. What is going on here? Oh, man, look at this. Another one of these where they routed or routing the hitch. Oh man, y'all remember the video I did with that guy that routed his own hitch, or had somebody route his hitch and had the wiring? I'm gonna link that right here. Y'all check that video out. Some of the problems he could cause. Look at this. I mean, this is not what he's in for. He got some kind of, man, you talking about a potential chance to arc some and pop some fuses. Look, that could rub on right there. I'm not touching that, guys. If I do, I will be responsible for it. Even if I try to be like a good Samaritan and reroute this safety, I will. Man, they got it. Oh no, look. Holy cow. They got it routed under the, you know, this rack and pinion move back and forth or slide to the left and to the right as you turn. They got the harness. Look, and it's going right here under the cradle. Oh, I'm not touching it. Now, I don't recall that there when I reconditioned the trans. Actually, I did this 6 months ago, guys. So that's why my name is in the picture. You know, a customer will remember what big job he had done and what it was for. If he remember paying such and such amount of dollars for a transmission recondition, overhaul, whatever y'all call it these days, that is stuck in his head. Any future trans problem will be blamed on that. Okay, so naturally, if you think you have a transmission leak, you think it's related to the previous repairs you had done. Now, reddish fluid can also be coolant, guys. I think this is the 5-year coolant, and it's red in color, reddish in color. So, but I don't even see that. I'd be happy to see anything. And guys, also keep in mind, transmission fluid is used in the power steering system. Okay, so don't ever disregard the power steering system. Take a look at the rack. The boots could be leaking and they give off reddish fluid. The power steering pressure hoses. This is the rack and this is the hoses right here on the power steering pump. It's up here. It is filled with transmission fluid, which is red, and it could give off color. Now here goes some red stuff going on here, but that's like the lube that they use to do the brakes. Okay, but guys, I don't know, guys. Guys, I think we on to something. Can y'all see that? Yes, guys, these are, man, why didn't I look up here first? These are the cooler line, transmission cooler line. Okay, this guy must either have a super clean garage floor, because it's not even a drip there, but I'm sure over time one drip will fall and that give everything away. See, I don't even see where it was spilling on him, so it must build up enough to give me one good drip and hit that flow, and there he go. Yeah, this red in color, this coolant, but this cooler lines are leaking, guys. So that's likely because we have looked over the complete car. There's nothing fluid. That's not even fluid leak. Forget red, the color. That's not even no fluid leak. Except this. So guys, this is his problem. The transmission cooler line. As you know, every transmission has to have some way to try to keep the fluid cool. Okay, so they will route the fluid to an auxiliary cooler. In some cases, it's bolted to the condenser. Okay, I don't know how this one's set up. I'll know when I let it down. But I found the problem, guys. Now, is that my fault? Absolutely not. So these guys kill me when they go, recheck. JT got another recheck. JT got a recheck. No, I did this 6 months ago. Now, yes, I'm responsible for the transmission. If he came in and say transmission slipping again, or transmission bucking, slipping, missing gears again, then yes, that's a recheck. But this can happen at any given time, and that's exactly what happened. Hey, if it was there when I reconditioned the trans, yes, I would have said something and likely got new lines. Okay, because they committed at that point. Well, how you gonna call somebody back and tell them you need $65 worth of lines, and they say no, they're gonna get them. So if this was leaking when I did the transmission, I would have gotten this. So what that tells me is this is a new problem. Basically, it's a new problem. It happens, guys. So all you guys working on cars, so-called rechecks are not always recheck, and you're gonna get rechecks, guys. There's no way. I had a wise old man once tell me, young man, if you don't get any rechecks, if you never get any rechecks, you're not doing something right. It took a while for me to, what do you mean, man? It took a while for that to register, but he basically said, you ain't doing something right. If you don't get any rechecks at all, you're not doing something right. That don't make sense, but it makes sense. Okay, so I don't look for it because I try to uphold a good image. All right. Last thing I need is people to say, JT ain't worth a quarter. JT do shiesty work, or JT do crappy work. No, I don't need that on my image, guys. So I try to avoid that at all costs. So this is a new problem, and I'm going to go tell them I need some transmission cooler lines. And we're going to get these replaced, guys. So stay tuned, man. Hold tight. I'm going to go to a break. I will be right back. All right, guys. We're back at the car. Yes, I got some cooler lines here I have to install. Of course, you do them in pairs, okay? Return and both lines. Do both lines. This set comes in a kit, okay? This is a Mopar set. I don't know how they do it aftermarket. Man, this job's fairly easy, guys. You got to gain access to the cooler line. As you see, here's a line right here. Go all the way down there, you can see. All right, but the connections are right here at the transmission, held on by a little clip, and actually both ends are that way. Okay, but this end you just got to get to. So what I end up doing was I had to remove all the got one left right here. I had to remove all the screws to the upper frame in order to get this out of my way, like that. Okay, so now with that out of the way, you can actually see the cooler. Okay, so from there it's a breeze, guys. Just remove the caps and remove the pin, route the cooler lines from down there, do the same up here, and you good to go. Let's get it. Alright guys, we have the new cooler lines on. As you can see, what I'm doing now is putting everything back together. Put your brackets and stuff back on, tighten everything down, and guys, last but not least, let's verify, check the fluid level. Okay, fluid level has to be on point. Alright, so guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna do that off camera, but just so you know, top off the fluid, check the fluid properly, and last but not least, guys, go and test drive the vehicle. Okay, in fact, I wouldn't test drove it before, but I highly recommend you go test drive the vehicle. Do it before and after. Okay, I'm just removing the cap so I can check my fluid properly. Check my fluid, guys. I gotta wrap this up. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.